What in the world is going on up in here? Am I the only one listening to this?
Keep on with the force. Don't stop till you get enough.
The man's destroying a classic.
Keep on with the force. Don't stop till you get enough.
Boo.
Don't stop
Boo.
till you get enough. Keep on with the force. Don't stop till you get enough. Don't stop.
I can't take no more of this.
Thank you very much.
Here's our chance. Let's grab the One L Wil and go inside. Hey, Will, you wanna head inside and miss all of this amazing music? Of course I do. Let's get the fuck inside, man. Oh, calm down now, Hig. We got work to do. We'll still hear you inside. Don't worry.
I will report your noise with the first tobacco.
Yep, we'll hear you fine right up there, Hig. Don't worry. Yeah, we love you, Hig. All right, man. Let's get inside. Damn, this snowflake shit is pretty nice, man. Yeah, new year, new snow. Yo, Sandwich, you hungry? Well, I could go for some moo shoe right about now. All right, man. I'm gonna go place an order with the prevailing delivery service, and it should be here in about 20 minets or so. Sounds good, man. I'll be right in soon. I just want to take these snowflakes in for another minute or two. Alrighty, I'm done. Well, that was absolutely something. Yeah, he's not the best singer, but we still love him. I placed an order for the food with Boo Whip Express. Should be here soon. Sounds good. Can't wait to get my lips on some mushu.
My wife makes good mushu. All her male friends tell me how good it tastes.
Community mushu? No thank you, 2L. Yeah, shut the fuck up, 2L. Nobody wants your wife's box of mushu.
It might be a bit salty, but my wife's social friend promised me it's good.
Well, for the last time, nobody's eating your wife's box of mushu. And speaking of mushu, did you watch Rush Hour 2, Sandwich? Why, yes, I did. And it was absolutely side-splitting. Well, that's great to hear. Why don't you hop up here behind the counter and organize some returns while I tell you all about the review I made for Rush Hour 2 then? Sounds good. Let's go! Rush Hour 2, released on August 3rd, 2001, is a 91-minute sequel and delivers on all fronts. In this film, we see that Inspector Lee and Detective Carter have become pretty good friends. We can see this as they're driving down the road singing the Beach Boys with one another.
Hey! That was my CD! Don't you ever touch a Chinese man's CD!
And then through dialogue, it's established that Detective Carter is visiting Lee on vacation moments after the events of Rush Hour 1.
The only reason why I'm here in Hong Kong because you said you was gonna show me a good time. I'm on vacation, man, and I want some mushu.
This leads the couple to actually trying to have some fun in the first few scenes of the film, as Lee's trying to show Carter a good time. We see Lee bring Carter to a nightclub, a massage parlor.
Are you ready?
You ready? I'm ready.
Oh my goodness. This place is off the hook.
However, these leisurely trips turn out to be undercover assignments, and that doesn't blow over too well with Carter. Lee is all about hard work, even when he is trying to show his friend a good time. With this being the second installment in the series, this progressed relationship that the two main characters have allow a more open range of comedy to be thrown into this film. As each character has become more and more acquainted with one another, they take little jabs here and there at each one's cultural backgrounds, at racial jokes, at things to really get under their skin, but in a brotherly, like almost lovingly type way.
I will slap you so hard you end up in the Ming Dynasty. I mean it, man. I'll bitch slap you back to Bangkok.
There's never any moments in the movie where I actually feel like they're discriminating against one another.
I'll bitch slap you back to Africa.
Oh, you will? Yeah. Well, come on, let me see that. Well, I want to see you do that.
Keep in mind that this movie came out in 2001. Comedy around this time was very raunchy, unfiltered, dirty.
Yeah.
Nobody had to worry about cancellation fear or even offending anyone.
You one crazy ass bitch.
The success of Rush Hour 1, as the website The Numbers reports, shows that it made 7 times its budget back, just in the box office alone. 7. That makes the movie a damn good success.
Thank you, Benjamin.
This led New Line Cinema to allocate Rush Hour 2 with a $90 million budget, compared to the $35 million budget the first one received. This much higher budget allowed Brett and all of his creators involved in Rush Hour 2 to fluff the scenes with more background actors, put more effort into the scenery itself, the looks of it, add money for costuming, and all sorts of other great factors that make the movie very, very distinct.
My secret, I think, is that I surround myself with the best people. And I learn from people. That's why I don't hire like a young, hot music video cinematographer. I hire the old school guy who shot 30 or 40 movies.
And the decision to have a higher budget actually ended up paying off, as the website The Numbers also reports that Rush Hour 2 made back 4 times its budget. And this was also the highest grossing film in the franchise.
Hello, Benjamin.
So with more flexibility in filmmaking, let's take a closer look at what Rush Hour 2 used this funding to achieve. Rush Hour 2 had the privilege to shoot in both America and Hong Kong.
At this point, we'd been shooting for over 60 days in 3 different cities, in 2 different countries.
A lot of the outdoor shots that were done in Hong Kong were only made possible by Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan pretty much had to ask the government if they were able to shoot such scenes in public, and he got approved. In the behind the scenes, director Brett Ratner talks about how Chris Tucker really appeared like a fish out of water while filming in Hong Kong, stating that he was taller than most of the people there, skin definitely stood out in comparison to the other people around him, and his loud personality kinda made him stick out as well.
They don't like tourists in here, so try to blend in.
Huh? You mean blend in? I'm 2 feet tall and everybody in here.
With this being a common theme of the first one with Jackie Chan experiencing it, well, now it's pretty much the reverse. Now we see Chris Tucker pretty much being the fish out of water in this whole first half of the movie here.
These people love me, man. Come on out here. Get off the stage.
Some of the shots were done guerrilla style, as in they just whipped out a camera and started following Chris around the streets and filming him there. That's why in some of these scenes you can actually see reactions from some of the bystanders looking at Chris like he's some sort of freak of nature, but really they're actually reacting to the camera that they see in front of him.
You know what? I don't even know why the hell I'm even here. I ain't even Chinese. All right, I'm sorry.
Carter and Lee eventually make their way back to America, where they end up in Vegas, but that's not before a few comedic stops.
Where did you land at? 程師傅教我㗎。北京嘅程師傅？唔係
Crenshaw 嗰個 Freddie Ching 啊。
Oh, they're brothers.
Oh, all right, all right.
When the two emerge from the sewer drain and realize that they're in Las Vegas, we can begin to see the vision that Brett Ratner dreamt of when he envisioned the finale of this film. We can also see where a good amount of the budgeting went to. The production team took the defunct Desert Inn Casino and transformed it into the Red Dragon Casino from this film. And boy, did they renovate the shit out of this place, just for it to be torn down a few months later. The behind the scenes on the DVD show the before and after of the casino, and it's really, really worth checking out if you're into how movies are made. And isn't it funny that the casino is called Red Dragon when down the road a few movies later, Brett Ratner ended up directing, there you go. The DVD, or should I say the New Line Cinema Infinifilm, shows in the behind the scenes how they actually blew up the American consulate building in Hong Kong. Rush Hour 2 used a 1/6 scale replica and just blew it up in the parking lot, and then pieced it in post-production. Apparently, blowing up government buildings is not in the budget for Rush Hour 2, but blowing up little models of them was. The costuming for Rush Hour 2 was not only just well funded, but it was brilliantly paired with the personalities of each character they were thinking of. And Jeremy Piven's character made sure to really accentuate this role in the final arc of the film. Who can forget when he's staring at Chris talking about his like mochaccino face and just saying things like butterskin, croc skin over and over to him.
You got the mochaccino face, wonderful skin, and the big broad shoulders, okay? Let's put a dead animal on you. Croc skin, buttercream, croc skin, buttercream.
After seeing Jeremy Piven's character in The Family Man, another Brett Ratner film, just a complete opposite of what we expect out of him in this performance here. And it also shows how Brett Ratner also recycles all of his actors. The assistant directors must have had their hands full on this production, as Rush Hour 2 makes use of some huge scenes, especially towards the end of the film, that have a lot of background actors in them. The casino scene is the main scene to highlight. Once the two females start fighting over a gun in the casino and bullets start flying, all hell breaks loose. And that means some directors out there had to work with all these background actors and get them all to work cohesively at once. Not an easy task if you've ever worked on film, especially at the lengths that Rush Hour 2 goes to. Rush Hour 2 uses the same style structure for its villain as they did in the first film, having a villain that is very talkative but doesn't ever really throw a punch type situation, has all his goons kind of show up and stand in for him whenever action has to be taken. We see this in the massage parlor. It's pretty easy to identify. But what's also pretty easy to identify here is that the film decided to keep its style of realistic fighting. However, when working with Jackie Chan, Brett Ratner realized that he wasn't able to do the style of fight scene filming that he would normally do with actors. With Jackie Chan, he wouldn't do a master shot and follow him all the way through the fight scene, as Jackie Chan would pretty much choreograph the fight punch by punch as they progressed through the scene. The production crew spent 4 days filming this fight scene in the massage parlor, but only used 2 minutes worth of footage. Jackie Chan does not fuck around. All of these filmmaking tactics paired up together, along with the dynamic duo of Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan directed by Brett Ratner, lead me to believe that not all sequels suck, because this sequel was damn good. The film had great direction, because in the behind the scenes we see all these little mini documentaries and all these interviews with the actors about how Brett Ratner is really exploring the evolution of some of these scenes, when they're just written as a small idea on a page, but then once they get Chris Tucker and say the chicken lady out there on the streets, then they start going through it line by line. It's more of an evolutionary process than it is just a pen and paper type, read and you're done type situation. While building off the success of the first one, Rush Hour 2 establishes a fun buddy cop comedy where we see two characters go on an adventure to stop a counterfeiting operation that's filled with non-stop action and laughter. The movie is well thought out, as it establishes our two characters building and growing a relationship that we actually see grow with every minute of the film. We see them argue with one another, joke with one another, jab at one another, and even mourn for one another. And the amazing supporting cast only supplements these moments. The focus and emphasis placed on the main character's friendship allows the film's dialogue and situations to go to places we haven't seen yet.
What are you doing?
She said I can have any girl I want in here, man. Calm down, wait a minute.
Well, hurry up.
What's wrong with you? You don't jump in front of a black man in a buffet line. Calm down.
And this not only makes Rush Hour 2 a hilarious film, but one of the most memorable sequels of the early 2000s.
Lionel Richie ain't been black since the Commodores, man.
Huh? We here at Avadon Video give Rush Hour 2 a 9.5 out of 10. Couldn't have said it any better myself, One L. Very nice review. Who's that walking up on the door now? Well, that's gotta be our Mushu. I could smell it from here. Let me go pick it up, man. I'll meet you in the back. You know, One L, for them to talk so highly of this stuff throughout the whole movie, this shit kinda sucks. Yeah, but at least it's better than 2L's wife's box. That Mushu is